What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday episode of All Day Insider. We're here to talk about the playoffs. We're here to talk about what moments you're going to need and what moments are terrible. So, as always, we got Phoenix, Blaze, and Stingray hanging out, doing the thing. What's going on, dudes?
Not a whole lot.
Riding through January.
Yeah. I feel that. To start the show off,
cold everywhere.
It's not cold. It's not cold. It's 60 degrees here.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah. 29 here.
Okay, gross.
Yeah, whatever. It's 20s here. It's pretty crazy.
I just realized how bright those lights were back there.
I know, you got like a whole second
so much
studio.
Going on.
If you shift over to your left, you got a halo above your head.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know which way's left. To start it off, though, we got some guests today. We got some peeps. We're gonna talk with. We got Christian, Jenny here from Evaluate. You guys have heard of them most likely if you're into the game at all. They got some cool stuff going on over their platform. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna ask them about it, and you guys feel free to do the same. So, what's going on, dudes and dudettes?
Dudes and dudettes, I like that. What is up? I see Scully in the chat. Recognize Scully, always joining our stream as well. Yeah, EM in the building. We're excited to be here. Excited to chat NFL all day moments and everything. Talk about the new trading tool. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So first question I have, because I only got like a 10-minute debrief before we came in, is over at Evaluate. I've used it. It's awesome. What do you guys do like day to day over there individually? What is your part in the company?
Yeah, I could start off. I'm Christian. I'm co-founder and CEO. So most of my day to day is just on the strategy side and working with our partners. We're a team of 10, so I think around 6 or 7 of us are software engineers. The other 3 work in marketing and community. And then I'll let Jennifer take it from here.
Yeah, I'm Jennifer, also known as Jenny from the blockchain, and I'm head of marketing at Evaluate. What do I do? I mean, a lot of partnerships. Right now I'm working on getting merch for our community, finally. Live streams. We also live stream. Shout out to Moxie. He's our Twitch streamer. We've been bringing on a lot of team captains and stuff, telling people about the trading tool, all that. So, yeah.
How long have you guys actually had your site up and running?
Yeah, so we launched a first version of the site in January of 2021. So I think we're coming up on our 2-year for that, but we didn't start the company officially until March of that year.
I'm going to briefly interject and just let everyone know, why does Stingray also always sound so damn mad when he asks questions? Always just angry. Like every single time. He's just like, when'd you start?
Just so direct.
Damn, shots fired.
I know.
When you start, tell me everything.
Tell me everything.
Stingray, you gonna take that? You gonna take that, Stingray?
Yeah, I kind of have
Seems
to.
fishy. I don't get it.
I know.
Nah,
no, but like, so did you guys always have in mind that, that's what you kind of wanted to do in life in general, or did, the crypto bull run kind of get you started on NFTs and put you in that direction?
Yeah, so
you're a software engineer.
So I came from a data engineering background. My 2 co-founders, Cody and Alex, were software engineers. But we had no idea. We stumbled on NBA Top Shot. We're collecting moments that we liked, and I kind of noticed that there wasn't like a lot of tooling around like live account value and being able to research moments. So the idea was that we were going to build it for ourselves and make a ton of money doing that. But we let some other people use it, and it seemed like there was a market for it. So we made an app for it, shared it with people, and within a couple of weeks that we had like tens of thousands of people using it. And so felt comfortable quitting our jobs, raising money, and then sort of building the team from there. And then, we actually, Jennifer was our first hire. I can let her talk more about it, but she was making YouTube videos about how to use the site. And so we thought, we need somebody who's going to help like tell people about how to use the site and market it. Why don't we hire somebody who's already doing it? So that's kind of the story there.
So did it start out though as just kind of like a tracking tool for NFTs of just like all across the board, or did you always have in mind? I mean, I'm trying not to skip ahead, but at the same time, did it start off as a tracking tool and then you kind of evolved into that trading platform, or was that the idea from the get-go?
Yeah. So for people who remember back then, we started as Evaluate.market. We were exclusively for NBA Top Shot, and we let people check their account value live, so you could refresh and see like up to date within a few seconds what your portfolio was worth based off the lowest ask, and then also let people research moments. And then since then, we expanded to other NFTs, particularly on Flow and Ethereum. And now kind of going into the new year, we're going to refocus on the Flow network and make this site exclusive for Flow and focus on sort of the trading and sort of marketplace experience. So I think in the past we were hyper focused on portfolio value because that's what everybody cared about when it was nuts. But now I think we're more interested on like, what can you do with these moments? Can you exchange them for other ones? Can you buy them in bulk? And can you trade them with your friends? And so that's kind of our renewed focus, and particularly on Flow. And I think where we see the most adoption is sort of in the NFL All Day, NBA Top Shot, UFC Strike world.
Mm-hmm. And is it, I don't know, sorry, if is it proprietary? So Dapper has to go to Dapper, or can you trade like I don't know, something like a Flunk or something? No, Flunks are Dapper as well, right?
Is what Phoenix would trade.
Yeah, like a Susible. No, like a Jolly Joker. Can you trade Jolly Jokers for like all day products?
Yeah, you definitely can. And that's actually, I think as of recent, there's been a bunch of trades for Jolly Jokers. It's one of the only ways you can kind of sell a Jolly Joker at the moment while they sort of plan out their marketplace integration. So anything. I think we support around 8 or 9 Dapper Wallet collections. We were looking to expand that to everything that's sort of is on this Flow catalog, which is sort of a list of collections that Dapper has sanctioned, or the Flow team has sort of sanctioned. And I believe there's plans to even scale that process. So we want it to be super flexible, and people trade Flunks and Jolly Jokers, Chain Monsters items for things like Top Shot, UFC Strike. And you can do it in sort of in bulk, right? Like you can trade 10 Top Shot moments for one UFC Strike moment. Right. So the tool is super flexible in terms of what you can trade between Dapper Wallet to Dapper Wallet.
Mm-hmm.
A quick question I have, just thinking, just listening to what you were talking about how it was mainly for portfolio tracking is, I don't know if you guys get this question often, but sites like OTM and other ones that do it, do you view those as competition, or are they like your homies, or how does that go?
Yeah, no, we like the team at OTM. I think we're a little bit less in depth around sort of the sports NFTs in terms of the analytics. And I think they do a great job with the sort of challenge tracking. And I think their team in general is just really tuned into the market and knows how to build tools for those specific crowds. I think for us, we're sort of, I think, on a different path in terms of we're more focused on the trading side. And then maybe a little bit more like on the Flow collections that aren't sports related. Versus, I guess like OTM and Collective and others where they do sort of like NFT fantasy games and things like that. So although there are like overlaps between us and other sites, I don't think we look at it as hyper competitive in a sense of I think everybody has strengths and sort of an angle that they're looking to, or a need that they're looking to fill. And I think we have a good relationship with them.
How do you guys pool your data? Because one of the things that I have noticed, just because I use both sites, honestly, is that if you look at OTM, say, your low ask value is different than the evaluate value. So where do you guys get the disconnect mostly? Is it just serial values, or
do you true value, right?
Yeah, because OTM calls it a true value. But do you guys just value serial numbers differently than they do, or is it low ask, strictly low ask, or how is it like?
Yeah, so there's actually a couple of areas where they could differ. One, we pull in different sources outside of the marketplaces themselves. So if you've heard of like Matrix Market or other Flow marketplaces, if they have listings, we'll actually pull that in because we pull the listings directly from the blockchain. So we don't really care if it came from the sort of like NFL storefront or Matrix Market or whatever. And the second is we do low ask. It's really hard. I think we're still not comfortable sort of giving a sort of algorithm, sort of like a price based off an algorithm that's somewhat subjective, because it's really hard to do. And I think during particularly in Top Shot during the bull market, there was sites that were sort of valuing some of these higher or more rare moments in maybe $1 million, 750
right.
grand. And
well, I remember even you guys did for a little while, right? Or did you change that somewhere, like in the process? Did you change that? Because I remember just when I was using it for Top Shot in the very beginning, that it was kind of trying to factor in the serial numbers and give them a little bit of a different value. Did you change your code?
Yeah, I don't think we ever released a production version with serial-based valuations, but
Okay.
there definitely were moments. I think low ask can often be hyperinflated, right? Like especially if for sort of low supply moments where one collector owns a lot of them.
Justin Jefferson.
Right. So we've seen moments that maybe the low ask, I think on a Derrick Rose was $1 million for a while. So it does happen, and NFT pricing is very hard to do, and it's harder to do when there's low volume, right? So maybe when you have a ton of data and there's like 3,000 sales on an individual moment in a single week, it's easy to kind of say, okay, like this serial is worth that. But when there's less liquidity in the market, it's harder to kind of give you that orderly liquidation value, right? Like what could you list this for and sell in a reasonable amount of time? And even that's different. Some people are comfortable waiting a couple weeks or a couple months. Some people want to know like what's the price if I were to sell it right now. So for us, we try to base the pricing off of what we know is real, which is what could you list it at and be the most competitive price on the market.
Right.
But we still haven't landed on sort of a pricing structure. And we don't know if we want to be the ones to do it, right? Like now that we're focused on trading and other things, it could be that OTM sort of nails it down, and maybe we can have an agreement with them where we bring in the OTM price or somebody else be the pricing provider. But yeah, it's definitely very complicated, and it's even more complicated now that there isn't as much volume as there was in previous years.
Right, for sure. And then one thing that I noticed too is like when you're trading, it's not actually giving you the values as well. Is there any plan to like integrate that? Does that make sense? So that like when I'm offering up something, it's going to show a low ask for that on the trade block.
Doesn't it already do that?
I think it does that. Yeah,
it does that. So you can hover the moment and it'll show you the low ask of it. Yeah.
I think I'm talking more of like apples to apples. View. Yeah, just like, okay, here you go, and this is going to be you're giving this, and you're getting this, and you're giving this, and you're getting that.
It's
like
on
the total.
Huh?
It's not Madden with a in the video game where it's like,
I'm just wondering,
we're gonna allow you to trade this or not.
Transactionally wise, though, it may be just an interesting thing to incorporate. I don't know how many people are on there trading that are like, oh, I don't know what my moment's worth, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I doubt that ever happens, but in the off chance that like it did happen, it would be weird, or not weird, it would be cool to see like a
are you sure you want to do this button?
Yeah. No, I think
kind of like a conscience check. Yeah, just like a correct me if I'm wrong, but am I trading this?
Did you click on the Lego moment instead of the comment on purpose?
Those late night drunk buys.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah,
100%. Too many of those late night drunk buys.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's a great question. We've thought very closely about sort of, can we include sort of the totals in terms of like what is your side of the table versus the other person. We don't want to discourage trading, especially since low ask is a reference, right? We also don't want somebody to sort of list, like a number one serial and then tell them it's worth $10 and then them trade it away and find out. So things we're looking at is maybe like, do we do it to where there's a warning if like one side of the table is losing, 90% of their value? Do we
that's exactly.
But I think what we're afraid of doing is sort of doing that and then sort of having people avoid trading because nobody's going to want to take a $2 or $3 loss.
Which is silly
when the values are sort of somewhat subjective, right? Like
100%. So like if you're trading something that has a lower value as a low ask, but you're trading it for something that's a lower value with a higher or with a lower serial number, I mean, that's subjective, right? I mean, that's going to be like up to that person's discretion. So then that tool might actually not be very helpful in like for someone who's like based on purely numbers. They might look at that and be like, oh well shit, I don't want to do that. But for someone who kind of knows the game, just like Phoenix, I mean, Phoenix is a big serial guy, he might take that and be like, okay, well, I actually know that this is, a deflated price
I don't
or
know
whatever.
anything about cereals anymore.
Shut up.
Nope.
Broken.
Nope.
But anyways, yeah, sorry, moving on.
Yeah, it's a great suggestion.
And then the other thing that I was going to ask is, correct me if I'm wrong, but as time goes on, did you guys change your account rankings system?
Yeah, I think that would be a question for one of our backend engineers. I know that there's been differences in terms of we've really moved away from hopefully people going to like individual collections and searching their name, and instead just connecting their Dapper wallet and seeing what the assets in there are worth. I'm not too sure on the leaderboard aspect. Sometimes it's I would say sometimes the percentages are a little bit inflated because there's a lot of accounts that are like second accounts that people made or inactive accounts that have since sold their moments. So I know that, but yeah, I'm not sure in terms of like I'm sure there's always been changes in terms of like ROI calculations. Like if we have.
Right. So that's one of the things is like when back probably only, it was pretty recent, like 3 or 4 months ago, if you looked at your username, it was ranked by total purchase price, but if you actually looked at it, it's different than your total valuation, obviously. So you guys kind of went, and I know that I think you can click on them and it'll re-rank them. No, it actually doesn't. So sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. So the way that it shows now is your total valuation, and the leaderboard goes by that ranking of who actually has the most value in there.
Sure.
But before, if you looked at that, it was kind of all over the place, and I'm just wondering what the algorithm for that was and how that kind of evolved.
Yeah, I wish I had the answer for you.
No, it's okay. Sorry, I was just.
But yeah, it's a good thing to kind of call out. And I think, to be just completely honest, I think a lot of our attention has gone towards trading, and it may be something we should go back and revisit in terms of because I know a lot of people care about their rank, their percentile, and whatnot.
So now it's perfect because it does show you through like your account value how it's ranked exactly that. I was just wondering if you knew how that change came into play, because that wasn't how it was, and then about 3 months ago you guys changed it and it happened to just go to that. It was like something you guys did that was a cool little upgrade that I was like, because I was always confused on like how the rankings went, and then one day it was like poof, and it was like, okay, well now it makes total sense because it's done by account value or whatever. Right. But whereas before it was different. I'm
glad it's in a good spot now. I think I remember early on people would sort of use that ranking to go and find accounts that pulled like multiple legendaries in a single pack. And so it is interesting to see how people use that to kind of understand like who's pulling what and whatnot.
Oh, it's super tricksy. Like you can get into the weeds with it if you really want to, like going and seeing. I love being like, the blockchain is just such a cool instrument in general, obviously, because you can go through and just visually see like, oh, well, that person pulled that, or that person paid this and it's down or whatever. But the way that you guys have it set up is it's really like idiot proof. So like now when I go on there and look at it, I don't feel so stupid, like, because I'm like, oh, I get it now. Because like sometimes I'll be like, oh, how much money? Like, do you know how accurate it is with your net spend?
Yeah, I wish I should have brought our sort of back end team on.
What are you doing, Steve?
I'm sorry. I'm super curious.
I want to get back to the trading. Like, how we got
around the corner.
Shift how you guys got to that point.
What's around? Do you guys have anything around the corner? Anything on the horizon that you're working on now that maybe might be popping up soon?
Yeah, I'll let Jennifer take this one unless you want me to take it, Jennifer.
Well, now we got to work on adding the totals together for Stingray over here. So that's what we're working on next, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Stingray needs it written in crayon.
I don't even know what he was talking about. It doesn't even matter to me. I was so confused.
You know what? I was interested. I was like, whoa, what was happening here? Like it was getting interesting. He was deep diving in. I like it. As far as what we're working on next, I mean, I don't know how much I can say, so I'm gonna have to let Christian answer since he's one of the co-founders here, because I can say a lot, but
yeah. So a lot of it, we're exploring what we can do in terms of making it easier for people to sort of perform batch actions, right? Like if I want to list 10 things, can I list 10 things at once or buy 10
Oh my
things at
God,
once?
please.
We don't know, like in terms of a lot of it depends on approval, especially in the Dapper wallet side. So we have to have that team kind of sign off on that. But we do want to build tools for that, whether it's for the major sports ones or otherwise. And I think as, hopefully, I think we'll probably see more flow NFT marketplaces appear in the next year, hopefully some major ones that already exist. And I think if we can make it easier to find deals across those and manage your assets, that's something we're super interested in. So yeah, that's where our focus is right now in terms of development and also just making trading better. I think we just hit 2,800 trades. A lot of those have been all day just because of the sort of people use it to gift and rent and trade. And we've seen a lot of sort of momentum there. But we want to make it better and we want to make it easier. And, I think now that people are really using the tool every day, we're getting more feedback and trying to improve that. So yeah, hopefully buying and selling on flow is something we're really pushing forward, and then just making trading better.
Is there any way that you guys are able to, without Dapper's, I don't know, not integration, but approval, I guess I would say, to make it available so you can trade sets with like a click of a button without having to go and pull all those moments? Sorry.
Yeah. I think in terms of that might be something we could do with in terms of like batch bursting, right? Like instead of like having to click on each of them and add them to a cart, can you just add the lowest from each of them? I think anytime you're using Dapper Wallet, there's obviously a burden in terms of like compliance and making sure that one, I think we've gone through this process with trading. Like we needed to make sure that trading was 100% secure, that there's no middleman. Like we don't even ever like own your assets or sort of facilitate them. That's directly peer to peer. And so we've gone through that sort of approval process on the smart contract side, and we want to do the same thing. And even though it slows development down a little bit, I think it's for the best that Dapper Wallet Dapper as a company takes the time to make sure that they're really auditing the third parties that interact with their wallet and keeping people's assets safe. I mean, if you think about all the stories you hear about on Ethereum where people have lost other NFTs, how many times have you heard that with,
for sure,
or NFL Day? So
100%. So when you're going back to that though, you guys do have a pretty like rigorous system for approving things, which I like some people might think is like overwhelming, but to your point though, it makes it feel, and I don't know if it is or not, and I'm just a Neanderthal, I don't know anything about the coding or whatever, but it makes it feel like more secure by me having to like approve the contract, send it over here, they approve it, then it comes back to me and I have to sign it. And so it does give, I don't know how secure it is, but it does give the illusion of it being secure.
It's there for the illusion. Stan.
Yeah, I mean, it does make me feel better in the inside, but I mean, can you explain though those steps and what that does?
Yeah, definitely. And shout out to Lucas who developed our smart contract, and then also Cody and Alex on sort of and then our designer JT on sort of the interface design. There's so many considerations that I think we didn't even sort of think about initially and we took a lot of time. I think the tool took around 6 to 8 months of development time, but there's so many little things that can go wrong when you're doing a trade, right? Like one, we wanted to avoid any situation where somebody could offer something, remove an asset and put a similar one and sort of mislead you on what you were getting. 2, we wanted to make sure that it was directly peer-to-peer, so there's no middleman or an opportunity for your asset to send to the other person, but theirs fail on the blockchain and not get back to yours. So how the process works right now is basically two people on a live session construct the trade. So they negotiate, okay, I want your Aaron Rodgers, I'll give you, I don't know, this Patrick Mahomes or whatever it is. And then both sides have to accept that, okay, these are the trade that we want to happen. Once that happens, so first somebody goes and signs the smart contract proposal that says, for 5 minutes, I'm allowing this person to buy my NFT with their NFT. And the reason we have that 5-minute period is because we don't want a situation where, let's say you go to trade your Patrick Mahomes for an Aaron Rodgers, and then your Patrick Mahomes skyrockets in value the next day. We don't want somebody to be able to go back and then execute that trade and sort of have that arbitrage opportunity. So the first person signs, it creates a listing that the other person can accept with their NFT, and then they sign to sort of action on that. So all of the little steps, and I probably didn't do the best job of explaining it, prevent any type of sort of prevent you from getting scammed, like somebody being able to remove the NFT and or change or sort of have like a any type of ability to manipulate the trade without you knowing. And then two, like preventing people from sort of sitting on your offer for longer than you'd like.
So once that offer goes through and they approve it, there's no way to take out the NFT from that little sidebar, correct? It's like locked in. Is that what you're trying to get at, basically?
That's correct, right? So,
okay, so you can't like swap it with a different serial number.
Yep.
Because that would essentially be what I would think of, like how you would scam someone is like, oh, I'm giving you this number one, but in reality, here's a 10,000 or whatever, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So it's not even, it's down to the individual NFT itself, the individual moment. And there's a lot of care that makes sure that what you see in the interface matches what happens on chain. But
one quick question I'm getting from the squad over here is, can you gift or sell unopened packs? I don't think so, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, not quite yet. We're hoping it's something that can happen in the future. I know for all day that they exist as flow NFTs. So it's something that might be possible in the future. There just needs to be metadata standardization around the pack. So not yet, but hopefully soon.
Cool. Question I have is, I've heard this happen to a couple of people. It happened to me. It's not a big deal, but I was wondering if you guys knew about it and if it could be avoided. I made a trade of one moment for like 15 small floater moments, and one of them was listed on the marketplace, and I can't unlist it because I don't know why, but I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. So if it sells, that could create some kind of issue. But has that been brought up to you guys at all?
Yeah, we have, and we're working with the team at NFL All Day. The hard part for us is that it's an issue with the NFL All Day marketplace interface. The good news is that nobody can buy those listings, right? If the person who doesn't own the NFT has that listing actioned on, nothing will happen. And our support team's there. If anybody has this happen, just feel free to reach out to us, and we'll make sure to take care of the issue, whether it's trading an equivalent moment for yours. But the NFL All Day team, I think, is approaching a solution pretty quickly. And it is unfortunate because there's nothing we can do. I mean, obviously, we've kind of just written the code to help people exchange assets. It's just having their marketplace, and props to them for working on as fast as they did. I think we kind of came out of nowhere and allowed people to start moving around these moments when there isn't gifting and other things in all day. If anybody has an issue with that, please reach out to us on our Discord. We'll take care of it. And I know that the All Day team and Dapper as a whole is taking care of that situation currently, and hopefully we'll have a resolution soon.
Somebody told me that you could send that back to the original person. They can unlist it and send it back, and it fixes the problem.
I don't know who the person was. It was the most random person. It was on my Kyle Pitts journey.
Well, but it does work though. So that has to go into like a separate thing though, right? Is like, do you know the person, or at least like know them in an online sense enough to be like, okay, well, send it back to me. I'll delist it and then I'll send it back to you and blah, blah, blah. Whereas I'm sure there's some way on your end that you could delist it or manipulate the data to delist it, right?
How about for now, everybody just has two browsers open and checks it before they trade?
Yeah, I think the challenging thing with a lot of these blockchain assets is because you own them, and you're the one who owns the listing. There's not like an admin method that we can go through and delist assets.
Okay.
And
there's my Neanderthal brain again. Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, because you can't go back. You can't go into an owned asset.
Right. And I think it's really as simple as sort of the NFL marketplace creating code that makes sure and checks and says, okay, if a listing exists and the person doesn't own it anymore, clear out that listing unless the asset comes back to them. And it is a very common, it's something that happened on OpenSea for a while where people were like listing an NFT, let's say for like $100, gifting that, that NFT away, and then eventually maybe somebody gives it back to them or they buy it back, and that listing still exists for however long. So it is kind of a complicated issue, sort of building into your marketplace the ability to have listings that the person doesn't currently own. But it's something I think that they'll resolve quickly. And in the meantime, we're happy to help, even if it means us going and buying the same moment, or hopefully it's not like a number one serial or something where there's hard to find an equivalent, but we're working in the meantime to do that. Or if we can facilitate, maybe we can reach out to the other person and facilitate the trade back in the delist. We're also looking at maybe finding a way to lock the moments that are listed. It's just a little bit complicated just because of the volume of.
That's more of what I was
listings
asking. Yeah, it's like, is it possible on your end? And I mean, of course, that would take some work, but is it possible on your end to make it where your smart contract won't allow the trade to go through if it's listed?
Yeah, so it's something we're considering. What we're worried about is it's a good amount of development work, so we don't want to develop all of that and then tomorrow all day is marketplace say, hey, everything's
true.
Yeah. But yeah, so for right now it's a case by case. If you are trading, please delist the moments that you're trading. But yeah, I think I know that there's been progress on their marketplace so far. I think that's something that's still ongoing, but something we're aware of and we're working on. And maybe
at least it's not like a scammable thing, like you said. If it comes to me, like they still can't try to sell it from their end, right? So like it's not like they're trying to scam anyone in that sense. It's just probably an accident 99% of the time. So
right, and then people can't buy it. If you go to that all day and try to buy that listing, it won't go through. So
what's the legality of like your guys' whole process? Do you guys, so I know kind of like blockchain and
super
crypto
illegal
and NFTs are like just kind of the Wild West still. So there's no like, do you guys have any like liabilities in what you do?
So I think I could hear my legal team saying, you don't know who you're talking about. Yeah.
No. So, I mean, let me just clarify. Let me get you out of it. Hold on. So does it mostly fall on the user? And that's how you guys protect yourself, is by us having to approve and then sign those contracts?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I think one thing to highlight is that they are peer-to-peer transactions, right? Like when you trade with somebody, you are sending the asset to somebody else in exchange for another asset in the same transaction. So we sort of facilitate that through our smart contract. You can see our smart contract on FlowScan, and you can also go to our site and look at the terms of service and privacy policy and see sort of where we fall in terms of liability on that. And I do think because it is easier for us than most marketplaces because we never hold your asset, right? Like never, it's not like we are escrowing them and keeping them and then sending, the assets to the counterparty. But yeah, it's good to know, I think. But yeah, the documentation for that kind of exists in the smart contract itself, if you were to look at it in the FlowScan, and also sort of in our terms of service.
Okay. So to piggyback on that though, is there what's the legality then of, say, using your marketplace and your trading platform to be like, oh, I'm going to trade this, whatever, Patrick Mahomes legendary for 3 Ethereum? Is that even possible?
Yes.
Or does that bring up a whole other can of worms?
Great question. So right now we don't have anything cross-chain, and the idea is that we're going to focus on Flow exclusively in the coming weeks. So, and the other thing, and I think if we were to say like a Patrick Mahomes for 10 Flow, right now on Flow, we don't want people circumventing marketplace fees and sort of the marketplace itself, right? Like obviously, the NFL has created an awesome product. The Dapper team has worked very hard to create an awesome marketplace. We're not trying to replace that in a sense. And then when we do add buying and selling, it'll be to just sort of execute batch operations against those, and the royalties will still apply and whatnot. So when you go on the site and you're trading, we don't allow you to trade your moments for Flow or another currency. We encourage people to sort of, when you're buying and selling directly, to just buy and sell on the marketplaces. But yeah, so the idea is that the marketplace royalties, the creator or league or NFL, etc., royalties are still honored. And we really sort of envision trading as sort of peer-to-peer exchanging of the assets versus a different way to buy and sell.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
AJ's got a question. Can you trade the team NFTs yet? Does anyone know that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't seen anyone trade them yet.
I haven't either. I haven't noticed, but I would assume they would be tradable.
I would imagine so as
Maybe
well.
No one wants them because I don't. So, I mean, that's probably what it is.
I'll have to look into that. I'm not completely sure. I think if you can see them on our site.
Oh, they say no.
Okay. So yeah, maybe something.
Wait, like the NBA Top Shot ones that just came out today?
I think they're most likely referring to the all-day ones that are like the weird little community coins and all those weird things that the teams have.
Yeah, the rings, the Super Bowl rings and stuff like that.
Wait, the rings, like the ones that are like $1 and they like, have weird names like I don't know the ones that
the commemorative ones.
I've seen people trade.
Like
I've
the
seen
one with
people trade those.
the Jets one where they gave the tickets away, the season ticket.
I was more thinking that he was talking about the
Diamond
Super
just
Bowl
did. Diamond
Rams.
just
Yeah, like the LA
Super
Rams
Bowl rings.
coin thing they have and all that nonsense.
Yeah, I might be thinking of something
Diamond
different.
says nope,
Yeah, I think that's a different.
contract.
I think
Different
Diamond's correct. I
contract.
think it's on a different contract. So if they were to add that contract to the Flow NFT catalog, it would be tradable. But in the meantime, I think
Don't worry about it. No one wants them.
Nope, not a single person.
Damn.
Literally. Oh, there's the Giggle Labs. Hey, I could probably get in there.
So Jenny's been left out. So what can you tell us about like marketing going forward? Like what is there like the next development that's already been developed that you guys are going on to like that is going to be released soon? Is there a little addition?
So I will say that started out just supporting NBA Top Shot, grew to other Flow collections, grew to supporting ETH projects, and kind of figuring out the balance between supporting both and kind of trying to gain Flow and Ethereum users. But yeah, the newest thing that we're going to do pretty soon is pivot to just supporting Flow. So basically, we're kind of going to take away all the ETH stuff and really just double down and go hard on Flow only. Because, we're kind of, first of all, we're the only live trading tool site right now. So we're the only place you can actually live trade your NFTs on any blockchain, really. But on Flow and yeah. So yeah, just doubling down with that. And
for the time being, are you able to trade ETH NFTs?
Yeah, you can trade ETH NFTs. You can even trade it for WETH. So like you can add WETH to the trade.
For wrapped ETH,
yeah, wrapped ETH.
Is there a reason that you decided to take the company away from ETH? I mean, it seems like ETH is a pretty big distributor in the blockchain technology. I mean, they're OGs basically.
Yeah, they're OGs. I mean,
gas fees suck, man.
That's why. I mean, correct me. Aren't Bored Apes on ETH?
Bored Apes are on ETH. The thing
so, have you ever had a Bored ETH traded?
No, we haven't. Okay, we haven't had that many ETH trades, and honestly, I think people's trust on ETH, they're a lot more. They're not as trustworthy. They're not trusting, not trustworthy, because they've been scammed a bunch and they've been burned, and they don't want to connect their wallet to things that are not familiar to them. Sure. Most of our users are Flow collectors, Flow users. So the Ethereum market is honestly pretty saturated. There's a lot of people building for ETH because that's kind of where the money's at. But I think the opportunity is on Flow because there's more and more projects coming out. Flow is easy. There's no type of gas fees or anything associated to trading. If you traded your ETH NFTs on our site, there would be a gas fee that you have to pay. So yeah, Flow users have it pretty easy.
And does that go through you guys?
No, it's just.
So you're just paying because you just have to pay the gas to trade.
It's like sending a transaction on OpenSea. Okay. Like if you send someone an NFT, you're gonna have to pay gas. Right. So
that's the main. That's got to be the main thing, though. Is like what she just said is like a good point. It's easy, first of all, and no offense to any of us here, I'm the same way. So most NFL all day users are not going to be the same people trading ETH or on OpenSea or any of those things. So it's just a more simplified process, I'd say. And then those gas fees, like I said, they'll eat you alive. I used to mess around with ETH a little bit and some stuff over there. And sometimes you're paying more than what it's worth to send it and buy it.
Most times
it's a nightmare. So like just those things alone, I think is like a reason to dodge. We do have a killer question, by the way, here. I love this question. We often use Evaluate to trade for moments that are related to a challenge. Any chance they can pull challenge eligible moments from all day and make them searchable when looking for an account?
Yeah, that's a great suggestion. So right now, when you're in the trading view, you can go through and type in all day and then type in a player and whatnot. But it would be nice if you could just toggle for current challenges. So it's something that we're looking at is can we make it easier to find and sort through the moments to trade for? And then just to hit on the topic from before, I think it has more to do with us being really excited about Flow's direction for this year and the things that they're doing versus not being excited about ETH. And I think we really want to create a product that's just tailored for the people that are collecting on Flow for All Day and Top Shot and UC Strike and some of the newer collections as well. And we're so excited about that direction and things that team is doing that we want to be a big player in the Flow space. And I think we've just with what we've seen so far, that's where we're sort of having that product market fit is with people who are collecting on Flow. But yeah, we do want to, great question. We do want to make it easier to find the moments that you're after. And a lot of times it is around challenges.
All right, that'll lead me in. It's 10:40, so we're gonna get let in to our first giveaway of the night. Some people followed and retweeted and did all kind of cool stuff on Twitter and sub to the channel. So we're gonna give some stuff away. Already got some winners here. We'll start the giveaway with a Phoenix is giving away one of his perfects because why not? We figured this is a cool show to do it on. So we're giving away a perfect serial number. You got a choice between two moments. We'll get that into just a second. But the winner of that is going to be Pick6 at Pick6Moments on Twitter. If you're here, cool. If you're not, then whatever. It's fine. We'll message you on Twitter. But we will. I like how I think Shawshank every single time. Oh, sorry. Says let's go as if it's him every time. But it's the Jalen Rager. Perfect. Jesus Christ.
10,000 out of 10,000. That's crazy. Wait,
Yeah,
did you pull that from a pack or how'd you get that?
No, we have a running joke here. You guys, it's sort of an inside joke that we're all burning Jalen Rager just to lower the base count set.
That's not the one.
So that's not actually what he's giving away. No. That's just it's a funny little thing. But yeah,
Okay,
Pick6Moments. We'll message you on Twitter. We'll get it out to you. If you are in Everything All Day Discord, just message Phoenix. He'll trade on Evaluate with you.
I will trade on Evaluate.
So, but yeah, so I mean, anybody here? Yeah, I think it was a Christian Kirk or a Gardner Minshew, one of those two.
Their choice.
Whichever one.
Nice.
Whichever one you want. Two playoff bound moments. So we'll see what
Jacksonville's pulling the upset. I'm going to call it now.
Jacksonville's going to go deeper than most people think.
I don't think it's an upset at this point.
No, Trevor's playing out of his mind, my guy. He's good. But no, if anybody has any more questions for Evaluate here, we'd love to hear them from the crowd. I think we are going to shift a little bit to, or if any, like Blaze, he probably has a question. He hasn't said one single word this whole time. He's just been chilling.
Full of them.
Just chilling.
No,
but
I just really appreciate everything you guys have done. Like, it's made the All Day platform a lot more enjoyable for me and a couple buddies. We're able to kind of help each other out and engage in the platform on another level. So, yeah, really appreciate it.
Hey.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thanks so much, and we appreciate you guys using it and giving us feedback.
So yeah, if you guys, we're gonna talk a little bit about the playoffs. We're probably not gonna spend too much time though. We had a great show with you guys. I know it's glad to have you here, but let's talk a little bit about All Day here. And again, if you guys want to hang out and talk with us, feel free.
Do you guys collect at all? Do you guys collect All Day or Top Shot?
So I had a small collection, and I think I've traded most of it away.
Have you?
I'll let you guys take the All Day discussion. But thanks so much for having me on. And
yeah, man, appreciate it.
Cool. Thanks,
yeah. I guess I'll answer the question before I dip as well. But Top Shot, definitely, I've been collecting since October 2020. I'm collecting a bunch. I have like almost 500 S1 moments. I have over 1,000. I'm super into Top Shot, especially S1. Nice. And I have over like 80 packs that I'm holding.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then NFL All Day, I didn't really get super into. I do have some moments. I also have some packs. I think I have the Super Bowl pack, and I think I have the first pack that the public one that they dropped or something. But yeah, just collecting.
Are you holding to sell? Are you holding to sell the packs like as a pack?
Eventually.
Yeah.
I'm willing to wait, several years, but yeah, I'm just holding on to them. Hopefully.
Were you on the Nifty show ever?
The Nifty show.
Yeah. Joel and Travis.
Joel and Travis, maybe. I honestly don't know. I'm on a lot of shows.
I feel like because they do like the Nifty show, it's just all about NFTs.
Okay.
And then they do the crypto podcast as well. So, but your tag, the Jenny from the blockchain, I'm pretty sure you were on there talking with them.
Hey, let's go. Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. I don't know.
Thank you guys again.
Thank you
Anyway,
guys.
yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having us. See you
Absolutely.
all later.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Cheers.
And
we're
then there
out.
were 4. Well, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, they're knowledgeable.
Yeah, they are. They know a lot of cool stuff.
Software
Like-
engineers, man, they're just like way over my head, bro. Like fucking way too
You were
smart for
drilling
me.
them.
dude.
You had them going.
Well,
Deeper-
it's like,
All right, is this
deeper-
illegal?
okay, so no. It's not that it's illegal. There's like some crazy things that you can do with, and I didn't even start to get there. I started to get there, and then you called me out on it on grilling them, so I stopped. But like, if you have a couple people who have a large enough account, you can just literally finish every challenge. You can do every like thing that All Day or Top Shot wants you to do through their platform. And I'm wondering how Dapper themselves feels about their operation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, they have to be in cahoots.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you're
I
telling
love
me
their
that,
operation.
so you're telling me that like All Day is like, okay, well, yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead, Stingray, send all your moments to Roy, and he'll get this reward, even though he holds none of the moments, and there's no fees on top of that.
I mean, they don't care. Come on, let's be real. There's
Well,
no way they care.
no, I don't think there is a way that they care. I'm just wondering the legality of it. Sorry, I don't know. I'll stop.
I get what you're saying. Like, I'm sure
Yeah,
everyone wants more money, but that part of the blockchain, my understanding is that it's supposed to be manipulated. Like, people are supposed to be able to build upon it, third parties. So,
Right.
and that's part of it. And like it
And I'm
says
guessing
in the terms of contract, or terms of service, that we own it and can transfer it as we want,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So
So basically, yeah. So essentially, like, oh, since we purchased it, we can do whatever we want with it, right? Like,
right.
they can't. There's no regulation, so
It's no different if I wanted to like give my buddy one of my cards,
Yeah.
that like physical cards that I own, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering if we're going to get to that point one day,
I'm sure
especially.
one day.
I'm sure because I'm sure that is a part of the reason that they are kind of migrating away from Ethereum, though, right? I mean, Ethereum is pretty. I don't know. Ethereum's just hard to deal with, and they.
Yeah, I don't see anybody that focuses like I said, I've messed with Ethereum before. I don't see anybody that focuses on flow or things like Top Shot or NBA or like Top Shot or All Day. I don't see them ever touching Ethereum, and I
No.
wouldn't blame them. Like, it's not the market. It's not their market whatsoever to be like, hey, we're gonna take these people that are trading like collectibles of football players and basketball players that they like and making it way more difficult because
Right.
like it just wouldn't sit well. I don't think, and not that it wouldn't sit well, but people just wouldn't do it because they wouldn't know how and they wouldn't
Gas
learn
fees
how.
still blow my mind.
What?
What does?
Gas fees, like
It's
I,
crazy.
Yeah,
It's like an invented number of money that someone just gets.
right. And,
I have
like,
stuff I
where
don't
does
even
that
look at
go?
because of the gas, too.
it goes to the miners.
Yeah, but it's outrageous. Like it's outrageous. And
No,
it's,
it is outrageous, but that's where it goes. I mean, it just depends on traffic and how much bandwidth you're taking up. I mean, Diamond would know way more about that, but if you're trading at a high volume at a time, then you're going to pay more. Yeah,
it's
and
craziness.
like Monkey Man said, the electric bill is a big part of that, and electricity is going up, so gas fees are going to go up as well. Electricity across the board in the United States is going up, but a lot of the Ethereum miners aren't even in the United States, so I guess that doesn't even matter.
yeah.
Well,
Let's talk about NFL all day a little bit.
bit.
We got some teams going to the playoffs. We got some teams not going to the playoffs.
You got
let's
some
start.
Rumble long-term lineups to talk about too.
Let's start the conversation with what moment would you buy Wednesday? Okay, first.
I like
que-
it. I like the
right-
change.
right out the gate. What moment are we gonna buy? And this is, I mean, for whatever reason you want, but mine's gonna be, go into the playoffs is going to be. And it's not going to be Elijah Mitchell because obviously everyone knows that I just own all of them now. Apparently, that's just what I do.
You want a jersey?
No, I don't. I don't want that. Hey, that's on the shitty one.
I'll trade it to you on Evaluate
That's
Market.
the bad one. I don't even want that one. I'm going for the debut. Let's see. So
what's
let's
yours?
start. Phoenix.
I have mine. So
Phoenix,
you guys
you go.
go.
Joe Burrow rare for Rumble.
Okay.
They're winning the Super Bowl.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I know. Sure. Okay.
I mean,
And the Bills,
not
the
outside the
Bills are
realm
going
of
to win
possibilities.
38-6. Jesus. No, they're not.
38-6. Come on.
And I do say the Bengals could win the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna go against that. Burrow's playing lights out, and they're good.
What do they have? 8 wins in a row?
Yeah, they're good. I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Are they gonna win?
I don't think
Probably
the Bengals. I don't think the Bengals are getting to the Super Bowl this year.
I don't know. They're good. I'm not gonna count them out, but I wouldn't just say buy Joe Burrow because they're gonna win the Super Bowl. That's a little crazy.
No,
But,
I said for Rumble.
He said for
yeah,
Rumble, but
that
I
is
mean
true.
that's like that could be one more week. I mean they could lose this week.
True. It's still a Joe Burrow. And it's still a rare.
Yeah. Which one
Or-
are you
or-
talking
let's-
about?
hold on,
Are
let's
you
talk
talking about
about
the
the-
craft? Are you
Let's
talking
talk
about
Rare
craft?
for rare because you get that little bonus and he's going to go.
Let's
He's going to
talk
go
about the rookie playbook. What I did it.
It's
I
stupid.
did-
You just
I did the
go and
rookie
do
playbook.
it.
Which
I
the
mean,
upcoming one now or the
Yeah, it's
$3
just like,
feeling
oh.
coming out.
It's all predictive challenges in this one.
Yeah, the new one's just like, oh, go fill it out and you're done. You don't even have to burn to be a part of it, which
Right.
I
What?
think is stupid.
Is that
Well,
new? When did that happen?
Yeah.
Get with
I
the
figured
program.
That.
I'm
I figured that monkey's
yeah,
monkeying around.
Wait, all pro
so-
rookie? There's 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
The,
here we go.
the
Ain't
first
nothing
one though
happened.
is just all predictions.
Yeah.
What can I win?
No,
One
pack.
moment.
1 moment pack.
If I get all of the no, I don't have to get all of them right.
You have
Yeah,
to
I
get
do pretty
100.
much.
Yeah, it's gonna 100 yards. I don't
I'm
know
not even
how
doing
many
that.
you get right.
I do have an Adam Thielen coming in though, which is pretty sweet.
Hmm.
Um,
3 catches for 42 yards.
Yep. Okay, so Joe Burrow crafted rare is what Phoenix said.
One of
And-
his rares, or the
The super wild card one is stupid. I don't like that one. I like the crafted one way better.
You are out of your mind. He's 31-27 Eagles over Chiefs Super Bowl. Get out of here.
Yeah, Huey's
I hope so.
Philadelphia
for the
Huey's
Lego
just
sake.
mad.
Jalen
Huey's
Hurts
just
is-
mad that they've
he's-
lost 7 in a row.
I don't know.
They're
I don't know.
horrible. They're gonna get smoked.
I don't
The
like how Stingray just says everyone is bad every week and just
that's not
asks-
true. Not everyone is bad. You know who's not bad? My
Herbert,
number
yeah,
one pick.
Lawrence is
Mine-
bad. Then they're
no.
great.
No.
Now
I'm
they're
not a
his favorite
flip
players.
flopper. I'm not a flip flopper. You know who I'm stacking right now? Kadarius Toney,
Okay.
triple badge.
Hey,
Like
that's a-
I got
$6
a
and
few of
$7. I'm gonna get to like 20 of them, I think, and sell right when he gets like 3 touchdowns this week, because he went off last week.
Yeah. No, I did. He did. He looks to be fitting in. And also, if you followed my McCole Hardman projection of last week, I'm
Yeah.
very sorry. I apologize because that went to shit. That's not what I thought was gonna. Hey, Kayvon is good,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Kayvon is so good. He's a little rude, apparently, but who
Yeah,
cares?
apparently.
He's good.
Whatever.
So you're going with Kadarius Toney, is that right, Sting?
Oh yeah.
All right, Blaze, who you got?
Are they really?
Oh.
Oh, Chiefs are on bye. So next week.
Sorry, I got distracted by the playbook.
Why?
He's pregame picking,
I-
dude. I'll do it too.
I was just looking at the All Pro one. I did have one in mind here. I'm terribly sorry.
I'm so sad. I'm so sorry, everyone.
I know. I'm just brutal. You know what? McCaffrey's been climbing a bit. I still like his debut. It's gone up $2. But
Yeah.
I think that's one. If you don't have it, you're gonna want it. That guy's gonna explode.
Yeah, he's gonna try to carry that offense.
He's been waiting for this opportunity. I don't think he's ever made the playoffs in his career.
No, definitely not. Oh dang!
The other
Justin
one
Herbert draw it up.
is,
It's up to 175.
The other one is Cook, Dalvin. He had kind of a bust game the other day, but his price is like $66. I think he's an opportunity, but the challenges this week, like it's pretty easy. Like you just gotta have one touchdown, basically from every single day. So like Sunday, you just need one person to get a touchdown.
Is it rare?
Yeah, it's a rare.
You're talking about all pro, right?
Yeah.
What's the regular pro? Is that one hard?
I haven't really looked at that one because I figured the All Pro would be the hardest, and like the end of week standouts will be hard because it's the highest tier of the person that like gets the most receiving yards. So if the person has the Lego,
premium pack for the win. And
yeah, I'm stoked about that reward.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mine is Jalen Hurts rare.
The locked in.
Yeah, the one that's plummeted in price.
Yeah,
get that thing.
I don't understand why people are buying the other one.
I don't think they're going to go super deep. Sorry, Husky. I don't think they're going to do well. But I mean, if they do win a couple games, it's going to be on his back. And $84 for his rare is criminal. So
his draw it up is 130 right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there are only 343 of them.
Yeah. So mine would be Jalen Hurts' rare. And
I just have a feeling that as soon as he gets kicked out, it's going to tank to like bad levels though, like 70.
I don't know. He's like, maybe for like right when they get kicked out. Sure. All right. His rare's back up to 91. So it's going up a little bit, but, it might tank initially, but I don't see it staying super low, especially like coming back into the season. He's going to be one of the most talked about people again. It's not like he's just going to disappear.
No,
so
it's true.
And he's not going to get a high mint rare. Like,
no, I've been really looking at that Devontae Smith Lego. It's only
pack opinions. Who's going to spend $9.99? Not I.
No one.
Not
me. No one. Not me. Not it.
Is it all Series 2 legendaries?
Yeah.
If it was Series 1, I would consider it, but
if it was Series 1 and you were guaranteed a Series 1 legendary, yeah, that would be worth it, but not a Series 2.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to end up with Michael Thomas for $345.
Right. No, I agree.
I don't know why.
Although I do think that's a little underpriced.
Yeah, that's like the Julio Jones I saw for $349 today.
Yeah, $340. Michael Thomas.
Yeah, but Michael Thomas is actually going to maybe be good when he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to play for the Saints.
Yeah.
Oh, boo! I get paid millions of dollars, and I don't want to play football. Sorry.
Well, I mean, there's a couple.
Justified. I'm just saying. I don't
know. I know. I'm not a big Michael Thomas fan because he screwed me over in a couple fantasy leagues a couple times.
Lamar Jackson all the way down to $8.99.
Do we sell Josh Allen's debut at $34?
No, I don't know if there's any debuts really needed in the playbook.
I was about to say that thing's on the rise. It's crazy to me to say that 34 is like high, because it was what, like 180 for a while.
I really want that Josh Allen rare, the Jacksonville Josh Allen, to go back down to $20 so I can buy it
to burn it.
What's that now?
No, I want it. It's at 65.
Still,
it's way too. Yeah, it's way too inflated. Outside of playoffs, what are best Legos under 500?
Under 5. Let me give you one. Hold on one second. Let me tell you my pick for best under 500. I know this sounds weird, but that Hawkinson Lego for 444 is pretty dope.
That doesn't sound weird.
He's good.
He's played so well.
He's gone up a bit. He was 425 earlier.
Jacksonville Jaguars team melt.
Devontae Smith, 79 mint count, 499.
Yep.
That's a good one.
What I would buy.
That's probably the best one under 5.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that Jacksonville one.
The Jacksonville one's good too. Yeah, it would be between those two for me.
Only because if they make it like even past this first game, I think his stuff is gonna pop, dude. Like I think we're gonna see a T-Law run. So yeah, but those are the only two under 500.
Who do they play?
Sorry.
Chargers.
They play Chargers.
Yeah, they can easily beat the Chargers. Okay, so yeah, if
They beat them already this year, but
38 to like 10 or something.
I agree with
but
that.
Herbert was hurt.
If they
So-
win that game, I see Lawrence is like doubling possibly.
Oh, dude, just because they are in the playoffs, my Lego went like from 5,000 to 10,000. It's above the like T-Law's legendary is above Mahomes legendary right now.
Crazy.
Also,
Anybody think the Giants can beat Minnesota?
100%.
yes,
I am rooting for it. In fact,
I don't know. I am too. Absolutely. But
I think they can.
I don't know how likely it is. It just depends on what version of.
I think it's like 50-50. I don't think it'd be
Huh?
crazy.
Kirk Cousins, if he throws it to one, it depends what team he throws the ball to.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna rely more on what's his name. I'm forgetting his name.
Barkley?
Quarterback for the
Barkley?
Giants,
Oh, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones shows up and runs 80 yards again, then yeah, they can win. But
I think it's all on Saquon.
Saquon, I just don't trust him anymore. But obviously he's awesome. Daniel Jones, yes, Daniel Jones is amazing, I think, and I would much rather see Daniel Jones and the Giants get there if I could.
So another pick for me. I know like he wasn't talked about a ton this year, and I know that he didn't have the crazy moments like he normally does, but there's a $375 Alvin Kamara legendary, and it goes 375, 398, 500, 622. And I mean, 375 for Kamara may seem like a lot, but that's an explosive player. He's really good and he's young. So I mean,
He's young.
He's youngish.
He's like 34.
Dude, he's like
92.
28 years old.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
We're
my
all
God.
wrong. We're all just throwing out numbers.
No,
98?
I bet you he's 28 years old.
Houston.
Well,
He's
I mean,
28.
Okay, whatever. He's 27
When does he turn 28?
in July.
Yeah, so basically 28.
So just half a year away. We'll
Just
count
half a
it.
year
Give,
away,
give or
yeah.
take.
By
He's-
next season, he'll be 28.
All right,
What do
he's
you
not
think about
35?
let's go through let's go through and play a game. Who's gonna win?
The Super
Seahawks
Bowl?
or 49ers? No.
Oh,
We're
49ers.
We're going wild card. Jags, Chargers,
Jags.
Jags.
That's a hard one for me.
Giants, Vikings.
Wait,
No,
I'm
Blaze didn't
going,
even answer.
yeah, I
My
haven't answered.
God.
I'm going Chargers on that one because I did not like how the Jaguars O-line was holding up against the pass rush of the Titans last game. So
No, it was actually pretty shitty.
yeah, so I think Chargers are better at bringing that pressure, and they get the W. Unfortunately,
ETN
All right.
is a difference maker.
Yeah, I think ETN is gonna
Also,
Because
rise up.
he was
and
bottled up versus the best run defense last week.
You know
I think
how
I saw his debut rares like $80 too. Buy that.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm really sad that I don't have it already because it was hovering at like $45 for a long time, and now it's popped. And it's not going to go back down, I don't think, until they get eliminated. Okay, Giants, Vikings,
Giants.
Giants for me too.
yeah. I mean, it's hard to go against the Vikings with a better record, but I think the Giants want it more.
Yeah, for sure they want it more. Bills, Dolphins. We all know who's winning that.
Yep.
I don't
Dolphins.
even know. Yeah,
No.
Skylar Thompson.
Skylar Thompson. They're gonna kick the hell
The
out of
legend
them with the field
begins.
goals.
Bridgewater's hurt too.
Field goals all day.
It's all about Mike Lennon and Skylar Thompson versus the Bills. They got no chance in hell.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously, we all know who's winning Bengals Ravens. AJ Harper totally called me out on that. Yeah, the Ravens could never beat the Bengals. No way. Not with Huntley.
They can, but they can't.
Yeah, I don't know. Their
They're-
defense is still pretty good.
Yes.
Do they have a wide receiver yet?
No,
No.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Bateman's still out. So
Duvernay's
they-
out too, right?
yeah, they suck.
Wa-
They're horrible.
Watkins has spondylitis.
Sammy
Yeah.
Watkins, or he'll twist his ankle. It always,
Yeah.
it's something crazy.
And I think isn't Mark Andrews out too? Or is he coming back for the playoff game? Because he was out last week. Either
If
way,
Dobbins
whatever.
pops up- it's-
The
Joe
Bengals
Cool is
the
going to score
Bengals are gonna
45.
yeah, the Bengals won't be able to keep up score wise. And finally, Bucks Cowboys.
Cowboys. Brady sucks.
Bucks all day. Cowboys are gonna go down hard.
You know what? I think
All of the
as
rumors.
much as I want the Bucks to win that game, Dak has been so horribly bad that
Yeah.
he's going to have a huge game. I think.
No. Really? You think so?
He's been.
You're like feeling that vibe?
You cannot have that many bad games in a row.
Who's going to
Dude, but
guard
you
CeeDee
can't.
Lamb?
That's his career. That's his career, though.
Yeah. I mean,
this is it. Because if he doesn't, if he's looking like he has the last like half of the season, he's not going to be a quarterback next year.
no, he's not. And the thing I wanted to
man.
bring up about that is like McCarthy, if he don't win, he's gone. I don't care how much they were like, oh, McCarthy saved his own ass by making it to the playoffs. I think if McCarthy goes one and done in the playoffs, he's out.
Pollard's going to win him that game. Pollard and Lamb.
Yeah.
And I could see the defense just going nuts too. Micah's on a different
they have
level.
The talent.
Yeah,
They do, and their O-line, Bucks O-line is faulty at best. But Trayvon Diggs on who? Who do you put Trayvon Diggs on? Mike Evans, or yeah, I mean you have to, right?
Got to do it on that. Got it, Evans.
And then Chris Godwin's kind of just coming back. I mean, he's getting back on track.
Trayvon's the only one with a link to guard Evans.
Is it? Is that how it is?
I would say he's big, and as long as he doesn't get burnt all the shit on double moves like he normally does, he'll be okay.
Yeah, but Evans can overpower him though. Evans is a big dude.
Trayvon,
I don't know.
It'll be so physical.
It'll be interesting, and it's not till Monday night either, so we got to wait this whole weekend to see it. I don't know, man. I think the Cowboys go down on Monday night.
Yeah, I see. I want the Bucks, but I have a bad feeling that the Cowboys are going to put it together and just dismantle them. I don't know. I don't want it to happen, but I have a feeling it's going to happen, though.
Yeah.
Anytime I want a team to win, they're going to lose. So I figured, shit.
The Vikings will win. Okay, I'm not saying the Vikings aren't going to win. I just think I think the Giants
aren't going to win.
I think the Giants win, but I think that'll be a good game.
I think the Vikings are the better team, just based on.
I think the Vikings are the better team.
I think the Giants, the better skill team, better players, better talent, better everything. But Giants may just want it a little bit more.
I think so too,
and I think they may be a little bit better coached. Honestly,
you know who like really surprised me last week was Russell Wilson and the Broncos. And I know it's like that post-firing piece of shit Nathaniel Hackett, but like I think because they're either going to get Harbaugh or Sean Payton, and if they get either one of them, I think they're in better shape, and that they'll know how to handle someone like Russ more. You know what I mean? Because Russ is just so odd. That like
how do you handle that though? It's okay you threw 4 picks.
You know what? Sting. The most eye-opening thing I saw this week.
Yeah.
Was Russell Wilson's stats. If you actually go year by year and look at his stats, they're not. No, Gino threw for more yards and he barely got over 4,000 yards, and that was more than Russell's ever thrown for in his entire career.
Yeah,
defense and Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
know.
Everybody says it, but I didn't believe it until I was looking at his stats compared to every other quarterback, and I'm like, his stats absolutely just suck. They're like barely like above average for the NFL.
Yeah,
and it's not much of a surprise that you go into a new system, new coaching, new players, new everything, and you're an odd duck like him. How was he going to succeed this year?
Yeah,
I didn't see it until I was looking like shit.
You could totally be right. That's
the thing.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
His stats and go year by year. It's amazing to look at. You're like, wow. If you didn't know his name, you'd be like, who is this? Who is this guy? He's just a league average quarterback.
Yeah. I've never looked at it. You could be totally right.
When they move him to the Broncos and he has like a supporting cast.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. Like, I like this comment from AJ right here, though. Brady is 7-0 against the Cowgirls.
Who's going to pass to CD? What do you mean?
Brady is 7-0 against the Cowboys? You think Brady's going to lose on Monday night?
You can't make that comparison anymore. They barely made it into the playoffs because they were in the worst division of all time. It's not like Brady is Brady that was Brady. He's no longer
Brady
that.
has already said that he doesn't play unless it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think they're gonna win.
They may make it past the Cowboys.
I don't know. Dak sucks. Yeah, no, that's the thing though, Roy, is that they'll make it past the Cowboys and then they're gonna get crushed by somebody.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. But
Right.
the Cowboys,
they need to play
if
a
the Cowboys
game
sneak
to win.
out a win. If the Cowboys sneak out a win, though, I could see them making it past another round, though, because the Cowboys are kind of sneaky like that. Whereas if the Bucks win, they're gone.
The Bucks have to play perfect to win a game.
Yeah.
They can't. They need to be pinpoint. They can't turn the ball over. They need to get something out of their running game. They need to. Brady needs to connect with all his receivers, be on the same page. Their defense has to show up.
Mhm.
Dallas, they can have a huge defensive game and do nothing on offense and still squeak out a win.
We saw it this year. They were winning games like I don't know the exact scores, but they were like 17-13, and Dak threw like 3 picks.
If Dak can actually figure it out and put up some numbers, Pollard has a couple big runs, and you feed him the ball more than Elliott, and he gets some of those big. He starts getting chunk yards.
I don't know why they don't feed him the ball more, anyways.
Well, that's
Pollard's
the thing,
Pollard's a better running
ways
back.
to win. Dallas has definitely more ways to win, and the Bucks need perfection.
Perfection, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I just have this feeling. I don't know. It's just a feeling.
Yeah, I can't. That game irks me because I really want the Bucks to win, but I think the Cowboys are going to run away with it.
All right, so let's play another game to end it. Who wins the Super Bowl? Phoenix?
Cincinnati.
Sting?
Chiefs.
Blaze?
Oh, I'm going to go Jacksonville, even though I said that they weren't going to make it past the Chargers. I just really want to see them go there.
There you go. I like it. I mean, I don't.
The
think
feeling
it's
is my
impossible,
love for Brady,
but I do like it.
It is.
I say whoever wins out of the Bills Chiefs game, but I'm leaning Chiefs.
Yeah. So
now the Bills gonna. This is gonna be horrible, but are the Bills gonna get the calls?
What do you mean?
Referees? Is it going to be the heartstrings pulling for Hamlin?
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think any of that will factor in. I think they just I think it's Bills, Chiefs are the best two teams regardless, and whoever like in the whole league. I don't think the NFC has a shot. So I think it's whoever wins out of them.
I think Josh Allen's going to get into his own way, and he's going to either fumble or throw the ball.
I was about to say if the Bills lose, it's because of Allen. If they win, it's because of Allen.
Yeah, 100%. So if they lose, it's because Josh Allen had a massive meltdown.
And the Chiefs. I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes. He's magic. I mean, he's not
going to melt down.
He could do it with any. He could do it with anything. It's
with anybody.
The Chiefs defense is going to have to be the one to, they're gonna. If they lose, it's going to be on defense. It's not going to be. It's not going to be Mahomes. But I honestly just think Burrow can take it to that.
Burrow's nuts, dude.
He is that good. He is that good. I mean, Joe Cool is Joe Cool for a reason.
He's so good.
If they can protect him, that's the main thing.
That's the main thing, though, is that they've only been able to do that the last couple of games. Who's going to knock out the Niners?
They've won 8 in a row.
Yeah, but he's been getting hit, though.
Oh, yeah.
The Niners are going to lose some.
Who are the Niners going to lose to? Because the Chiefs do the Chiefs have to get past the Niners?
They're not going to. You know what?
I
would love to see the Niners run it with Purdy.
No, the Niners would play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like
in
last
the Super
time.
Bowl?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like when the Chiefs won last time. It would be the Eagles, most likely.
I mean, the Niners
Eagles will knock them out. Okay.
So my thing is the Niners make it, I think. I think it's Niners against the winner of the Bills or Chiefs. Now, exactly what we brought up. Josh Allen either wins because he has a nutty game or he loses because he has a mediocre game, because we know Mahomes is steady. Yes. We know that he puts up his points. He does what he has to do. He has to be beat. He doesn't just lose. He's not going to lose the game, but he can be beat. So,
well, he can just, he's proved that he can do it with anybody. His little shovel passes are to nobodies.
He is
McCall
magical.
Hardman and like whoever. What's that guy?
Jarek McKinnon.
Jarek McKinnon.
Yeah.
It's like who are you throwing to? As long as they have two hands and he can get them the ball, like, and he'll make things happen. Whereas Josh Allen, his way of making things happen is really scary. Dude,
I think the Chiefs, and I'm not saying like, of course, Tua and the Dolphins flew because of Tyreek Hill. So I'm not saying the Chiefs like don't miss Tyreek Hill, but it almost makes their offense run differently. He has all these weapons now that are nobodies because everyone's double and triple teaming Kelsey. So you just have other people that are wide open. And it's such a weird thing because they're like, all right, they don't have a true number one. Let's double and triple Travis Kelsey. And now it's one-on-one matchups with a guy that can throw it into a fucking window this big. So like it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Like
Josh Phillips just had a comment of Mahomes threw 2 picks against the Bills this year and lost the game.
So that's not. So I don't agree with that. I think Josh Allen won that game.
Yeah, but how back is Micah Hyde going to be too? Like for Mahomes to be throwing picks to? I mean, who got that pick for? Or was it? It was a punt return or a kickoff return that he ran back, right? It wasn't an interception. Their defense is not that great.
Who, the Chiefs?
The Bills.
Oh, the Bills' D's they're fine, but like
they're fine.
That's more my point. Mahomes did throw 2 picks. I remember watching that game, and it was like he still otherwise though did enough to win most games. Josh Allen just beat him. Where not many teams have, like, Mahomes can throw 2 picks in a lot of games and still win the game. It's not going to matter, but they I think both Burrow and Josh Allen can do the same. They, like we saw last year, Burrow capitalized on a couple mistakes, but he's good enough to do it. Like not a lot of teams have that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I
mean, Cincinnati's got the coverage nightmare with their receivers too, because I mean, look at that receiving core. I mean, Higgins had over 1,000 yards again. He's a number one. He's a number one on most teams. You got Chase, who's unbelievable.
Oh, JK has a good point there. I forgot about
Von Miller takes pressure. Mahomes throwing into those. Yeah.
Mahomes is going to have all day back there.
And they also have Boyd. Cincinnati has Boyd.
Yeah, that's
Boyd. I mean,
Boyd's sick. Isn't he huge too?
Yep.
He's like 6'5", 6'6".
They have three number one receivers.
Yeah,
in reality,
they have a legit 2. They have
and they have a good tight end this year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't forget Joe Mixon is still a back and he's good. Like they're pretty loaded on the offensive side, but
I think that like luck favors Patrick Mahomes more than like the Bills, though. You know what I mean? The Bills have massive meltdowns sometimes.
Mahomes
they just don't look
magic where he gets out of the play and extends it, and he can do things that nobody else,
other people can't do.
You're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah, he can take a loss and flip it into a win quicker than any quarterback of all time, most likely. I mean, on single plays. I mean, like Burrow, he can take a sack and make it an 80-yard touchdown.
Burrow, I think, is the best pocket passer out of everybody.
Burrow's the best true pocket passer. Yeah, besides Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence. If he had protection, Lawrence could out throw Burrow.
If Trevor Lawrence had the same receiving core and protection that Burrow has, he would be unbelievable.
He also could see over all the lines.
Yeah, you can see over them all. Joe Burrow's kind of small.
He can see the secondary a lot clearer.
Yeah, he can, dude. I don't know. I'm with Blaze. I would love to see a Jacksonville upset.
Jacksonville versus the Giants. Lock it in.
Oh
my god!
You know how much crazy
viewership is trash.
That would be the best Super Bowl ever.
Oh my god!
They wouldn't be able to pay for the commercials. They would just trash.
Lowest rated Super Bowl in history, with the best game ever.
Daniel Jones and Trevor Lawrence slugging it out.
16-13 last minute field goal.
Oh my god! It would be too. It'd be a slugfest.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. It would be awesome.
Here's a commercial brought to you by RC Cola because Pepsi wouldn't agree to take $11. Jesus Christ.
No, Brady. I think Brady is a top pocket passer in the playoffs for sure. But I think that we have to go back to the fact that his O-line is just not going to protect him good enough for him to stand back there. He has the quickest release in the NFL right now, probably, aside from Burrow. I think Burrow basically gets it out immediately. But yeah, I mean, Brady's great. Burrow's great in the pocket. If Trevor Lawrence could get protection, sorry, I had a brain meltdown. If Trevor Lawrence could get protection, I think that he could see over everybody. It's amazing how big he is. I don't know.
He's also
And that
really,
hair.
As long as his hair doesn't get in his face.
His hair, yeah.
but everyone talks about it. I've seen multiple things about it. I
Thor.
agree.
Like,
Trevor
Thor.
Lawrence always has that one throw where you're just like, who were you throwing it to?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
always
he
has
does.
that one.
He does.
And you're just like, what was that?
Or
And
a bounce that throw over the middle, and like, where were you throwing that?
in the triple, like he's on fire, drives the whole, like feeling it all the way down, and then on the 20, he just throws it into triple coverage, and you're just like, well, that'll happen, I guess.
I mean, I guess that's you just have to chalk it up to immaturity.
It's not going to come true, though.
What's that?
My Dolphins Bucks future isn't going to come true. I had that like. I forget what I got it at, like 105 to 1 or something.
Wow. Oh my God.
Kadarius Toney is a beast. AJ, I love him.
Yeah, I told you. I told you, Nicole,
pick.
everyone get on that.
That's my pick of the week, my Wednesday pick of the week. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. And it's a triple badge. I just love that.
McCole did nothing last week, dude. It was so sad. Did he even have a catch?
Yeah, I think he did.
Did he?
He caught a cold.
He caught a cold. Stupid.
Super dumb.
Oh man. Let's get that. Let's get a price on this. I think I was looking at this earlier. Kadarius Toney.
Well, I think we got a pack to give away.
Yeah, we
So I'm gonna announce who won that thing. Spoiler alert, not Diamond.
See you later, Raul.
It's not Diamond. See you, bud. So the winner of the pack, I don't know if he's in here. Again, if not, we'll message you on Twitter. Hit us up in the Everything All Day Discord, which will be in the link below this here thing. Corey George.
Never heard of you.
I haven't either. I don't know who that is. So it's not rigged. Good God. I don't even know who that person is.
No,
I don't either.
So yeah, Corey George.
Because you pick 3 people that we normally see every day, and we can't pick them.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
That's how the randomizer works. But yeah, Corey George, we'll get you your. Now we just got people that are just
rigged.
Oh
man!
Hashtag rigged.
Hashtag rigged.
But yeah, Corey George, we'll get you your stuff. And yeah, congratulations.
Bills will never make it to the Chiefs. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too.
AJ Harper, they will because rigged.
Uh-huh.
Nah, who do the Bills have to get through?
Oh God, I don't know.
Because I don't.
They have to play someone shitty. The Dolphins.
Oh, they have to play Cincy, right?
Before they have to play the Dolphins this week. Then they have to play Cincy next week, probably.
So it could be Cincinnati, Kansas City again. I can see that.
Yeah.
Corey George, man with the 2 first names. That's right.
All right.
Anybody got any more stuffs to talk about? I liked our episode tonight. It was pretty good. It was fun. We had the dudes and dudettes from Evaluate on hanging with us, telling us some stuff. If you need any trades done for your challenges, head over there. Do that kind of thing.
Realistically, that is like a great invention. I mean, I know we all have talked about it before, but like, I don't know. You can get a lot of stuff done with that as opposed to spending your money on the marketplace.
Yeah, my Kyle Pitts adventure sort of fizzled out because I realized I didn't have shit in my wallet to trade anyone, so that didn't really work out too well. But
I traded for my Mahomes. It was glorious. I love it.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the trade that I made too. So
my Pitts rare is going up in value though.
Yeah, it's
Travis Etienne is still at $80. God,
he's good.
People expect him to get a touchdown this weekend. So
I'm just like mad though because I wanted him and I saw him at 60 like 2 days ago and I didn't buy it and now I'm gonna have to spend 80.
By the way, Devontae Smith's rare was 40 last week. It is now 70.
Nice.
So
nice. I've got a bag of 3.
Justin Herbert, the draw it up 347 mint is 168 right now. I bought mine for 120. Thank God. I still can't. I've been waiting for that Josh Allen to drop in price. It's still hovering around 150. I was thinking about you today too, Roy, because you were right about the JMO moment. I mean, it still hasn't hit under 100.
It spiked to like what 140, 150. Now it's still at like 120, I think.
Yeah,
I bought one at 115 and I bought another one at
Blaze bought
125 and jumped to 190 and then it's back down to 125.
Yeah, I mean
but I love that moment. I will stack
is over.
that one for sure. I can't
His season
imagine
is
he sees
over.
another.
that is what I was kind of anticipating too, is the fact that his season was over. So I thought I was going to be able to snipe one lower, but I haven't been able to so far.
I think
There was a moment where right after post challenge he dropped down to 86, and I wish I was paying attention at that time.
Yeah, that's nice.
There was one for 86 and one for like 92, and like
darn.
And then that's why I jumped on the 115. So
yeah, the thing about him though is like we've said before is there's only a 388 mint count. It's a 4 badge. He won't get another moment series 1, and just with he won't get another one until next year. And just how anticipated he's going to be, and only 388 of them in existence, I don't see it dropping much. Like even though his season's done, like the people that have them, and they're going to hold on to him. So
yeah, I can see that. That is for sure.
Yeah, it's spiked to 180 at one point, which is absolutely insane.
I mean, I think it's still at like 180.
No,
it's 122 right now.
Is it? I might have to buy it then.
But that seems to be the floor is like 115 to 125.
Yeah, it was hovering around 115 basically all day today.
Average sale of 130. I just got my rake back from VIP, so I've got some spending money.
Ooh.
Go grab that one.
No, I think I'm going to go grab a fucking Rogers Lego.
Okay.
I think I got to do it.
Miami Cincy is what Josh Phillips says.
Oof.
In
Skyler.
Super Bowl?
The Miami Heat? Not going to be the Dolphins. That's who you're referring to.
Unless Josh Allen sprains an ankle or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it would matter.
I don't think so either. Who was that? Who'd they do that Wildcat play with on Buffalo that time? It was a while ago. Was it Diggs who can throw?
Probably.
They'd have to like put Diggs in.
Actually, Gabe Davis seems like he could throw.
Gabe Davis.
For some reason.
Yeah,
he seems like he can throw.
He's a dude.
Let him throw it.
God, Brees Hall 4 badge, $5.
Ugh, that'll be 15 before next year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's just so good.
He's very good. That was who Buffalo has to play to get to the Chiefs. Oh, okay. That makes way more sense now that you say that. Miami. I don't think Buffalo gets through Cincy, honestly, but
I don't either. Honestly,
that depends on.
I
Allen
think that
Allen alone.
I think that Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen. I just do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that in the end, Joe Burrow is going to be around a lot longer and win more accolades than Josh Allen. I think the Josh Allen hype kind of got squashed this year. I mean, he was so much better than he was 2 years ago that like people were just put all this hype on him, and he underwhelmed. I don't know.
Was it just a bunch of games and then really that playoff last year where he just stepped up? Was it just a run of games that really pushed him though?
Yeah, and then that's what led to his, everyone being on the Josh Allen train.
Burrow said it best. He had an interview this week where they said, "What's your window for winning a Super Bowl?" He said, "As long as I'm playing, that's the window."
Yeah, my whole career.
That's Brady. Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I love that, and I mean,
and also somehow people just seem to forget that Burrow made it to the Super Bowl last year. I don't know why that wasn't more of a talk of like,
and he was hit so freaking
realistically,
he was a half a second away from winning the Super Bowl.
I was gonna say a couple little things happen in that, and Burrow has a Super Bowl already.
I mean, Jamar Chase was wide open. He just couldn't get him the ball, because of the pressure. And I'm not putting that on him. That was obviously a defensive play that was great, but he hits Chase if he doesn't get sacked.
Yeah, 100%. He's deadly accurate. He's super young. He just has that cockiness about him. I don't know. I'm gonna buy a Tyler Boyd rare right now.
Swagger.
Actually,
he's got
swagger.
the swag.
He's got that swagger.
But you need to have that. Swag.
Whereas Josh Allen's like, "Oh, hi guys, He's a dork.
I
don't know.
love Josh
hate
Allen's
him.
demeanor, dude. I love his demeanor of just like I like the mic'd up when he gets hit. He reminds me of Andrew Luck.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
kind
good
of crazy.
job, brother.
Yeah, he's
Dang,
kind
show
of
us your
crazy.
Mahomes.
I love him.
Huh?
Show us your Mahomes.
I can't.
Come on, show us your Mahomes.
I don't have some Mahomes really. I just Josh Allen's just like, oh hi guys, let's go play football.
What is he, Mickey
It's like
Mouse?
Goofy. No, he's like Goofy.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
Oh gosh.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's it
I
right
think
there.
we're getting
That's
outta here.
that's just gonna end it. We'll see you on Sunday.
Have a good week.
12:30. God, I always forget. 12:30. That's what time
Yeah.
it is. 12:30.
Thank you to the Evaluate people for coming on because
Yeah.
that was
was super cool.
informative. It's so crazy how much we don't know about the thing that we're so obsessed with.
Yeah, we know what we know, and they know what they know. Let's just. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
But we'll catch you guys next time for sure. And thanks for hanging out.
Deuces.
Cheers.